You walk in certain. You have the record of it. The thing they did is not in question. You were there for it. And somehow, 90 seconds later, you are the one apologizing. You are explaining yourself. You are reassuring them. The conversation you started about their behavior is now a conversation about your cruelty for starting it. You leave shaken, quietly wondering if you are the problem after all. That reversal is not an accident, and it is not in your head. It has a name. You have felt it. You just didn't know it was a technique. I'm going to walk you through that exact confrontation, one beat at a time, the way it truly unfolds. 4 moves, in order, each one setting up the next. By the third, you'll recognize the precise moment the floor tilts, and you become the accused. Then I'll give you a counter move for each beat, because there is one, and it starts with something almost embarrassingly small. Stay to the end, though, because I'm also going to tell you when this label does not apply and why reaching for it too fast makes you worse at the very thing you want to do. Naming a pattern is not the same as winning an argument. The name is DARVO. It was coined in 1997 by a research psychologist named Jennifer Freyd, who studied how people react to being confronted about harm they have caused. The letters stand for deny, attack, and reverse victim and offender. In her description, the perpetrator denies the behavior, attacks the person doing the confronting, and reverses the roles of victim and offender. So the wrongdoer takes the victim role and casts the real victim as the offender. Strictly, that is 3 moves, but the reversal has 2 halves. They make themselves the wounded one, and they make you the aggressor, which is why it lands as 4 beats. Deny, attack, reverse, and the swap that reversal completes. Move 1, deny. The instant you name the thing, the denial comes back, flat and fast. That never happened. You are remembering it wrong. You are being dramatic. Notice it is not really an argument about the facts. It is a refusal to let the facts be spoken at all. And it usually comes in 2 layers, stacked. It did not happen. And if it did, it was nothing. Listen for both in one breath, because together they are the tell. It did not happen, but if it did, you are overreacting. The denial is not there to convince you. It is there to make you do the work, to prove, to justify, to produce evidence for a thing you already lived. And the moment you start proving, you have stepped onto their ground. Move 2, attack. Now that you are explaining, they turn on you. Not the claim, you, your memory, your motives, your history, your stability. You are so sensitive. You always do this. After everything, this is what you choose to bring up. In Freyd's original account, the attack is meant to chill and to terrify, and it aims squarely at the credibility of whoever is holding them accountable. The subject is no longer what they did. The subject is now whether you have any standing to raise it. And it works because a decent person, hearing an attack, instinctively defends themselves. You start answering for your character. And the second you do, the thing they actually did has quietly left the room. Move 3, the reversal. This is the one that does the real damage. Mid-confrontation, they become the victim. The hurt arrives on their face. How could you accuse me of this? Do you know what it does to me to be treated like a criminal? And in the same motion, you become the offender, the cruel one, the attacker, the one who now owes an apology. Freyd names it precisely, figure and ground reversed. The offender now on the offense, the person seeking accountability now on the defense. The wounded chair seats only one, and they have taken it in advance before you ever reached it. So your honest grievance now reads as an attack on a hurting person. You walked in with the record, you walk out with a debt. Here is the turn, the part you cannot unsee once you have seen it. Look at the 4 beats together: deny, attack, victim, offender. Not one of them touches what you actually said. Every one of them is a claim on the injured role, made fast, made first. So the wound is already occupied by the time you arrive. That is the engine. A confrontation assumes one wronged party and one who did wrong. DARVO simply reaches the wronged chair first, and there is evidence it works on more than just you. When researchers showed neutral observers a confrontation followed by a DARVO response, those observers believed the victim less and blamed the victim more. The reversal does not only disorient the person in the room, it recruits the audience. So the confusion you feel afterward is not proof that you are unstable. The confusion is the product. Now the limit, because this is where these videos usually turn dishonest. DARVO is a research description. It is not a diagnosis, and it is not a lie detector. Here is the part Freyd herself is careful about. A genuinely innocent person, wrongly accused, will also deny it. Get angry and feel like the victim, because in that case they truly are. So DARVO can never prove what happened in the past. It is not a way to win an argument, and it is not a card that ends one. Someone disagreeing with you or defending themselves against something they did not do is not automatically running a tactic. Freyd warns that the term can be used lazily, unfairly, as a weapon of its own. What you can fairly name is the pattern in front of you right now. All three moves at once, aimed at silencing you rather than answering you. That is real. It simply is not a verdict. So, how do you keep your feet? One counter for each beat. Against the denial, stay on the single thing. One incident, one sentence, said plainly, repeated without heat. You do not have to prove the whole history. Name the one item. Against the attack, refuse to defend your character. The attack is bait. It wants you chasing your own reputation. Let it lie there. That is not what we are talking about. Back to the issue. Against the reversal, name it, out loud and gently. This is the part where I become the bad guy. Naming works. In the research, people who understood DARVO were measurably harder to sway with it. The move needs you not to see it, and underneath all three, keep a record and keep one outside person. A pattern that lives only in memory can be rewritten. Dates on a page cannot be sighed away. That is DARVO. Deny, attack, and the reversal that turns your grievance into your guilt. 4 beats, one purpose, to move you from the person who was wronged to the person who says sorry. But there is a harder question underneath it. Not why they do it, that part is almost mechanical. Why it lands on you. In particular, why some people absorb the reversal and others watch it slide off. That is not weakness, that is a profile. And that is the next case. I'm Professor Cole. Tell me in the comments which of the 4 beats you felt first. And if you would rather see the move than fall for it, subscribe. I'll read the next one with you.